Please listen carefully.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Now anyone can be on global TV just by adding video to the website.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
Hello everyone, I'm Michael Goetz and welcome to this special edition of The Hometown. We are coming to you live from the ECU campus at the production facility here in the library. This is one of the first times this has ever happened. We've got a cool TV studio going on here and opportunity for people to learn, about technology, but many people don't even know about this studio or use it, and this is the first time it's ever been used like this, to be live around the world on the internet. I mean, if you think about it, it's an amazing time to be alive, especially if you're an artist or you need to communicate or something. When you can just take a laptop and a handy cam and broadcast yourself, webcast yourself live around the world. It's truly changing the way we exist. There's a lot of things that come from this. Everything from live webcasts to weddings and different events to telemedicine, distance learning, even online gaming and virtual reality and stuff. It's just amazing. And so I'm trying to come on, tell people about these things, kind of educate the public about how to communicate in the 21st century so you won't get left behind.
Today I'm going to talk about Patty. Patty's best characteristics: she's stupid and ugly. Everything she does is ugly. Watch her eat. Watch her stuff her face. Look at her, greasy hair, dirty fingernails. It makes me want to vomit. Get a life, Patty. Thank you.
You got me.
You want it vertical?
Just pointed at me and told us that.
Oh, man.
What if I told you the Wright brothers weren't the first people to fly? What if I said maybe somebody 10 years before that was doing the same thing every day? And what if I showed you proof of that? What would you do? Would you just blow it off, or would you do something about it? Would you talk about it? Would you tell others? Well, I don't know about flying, but I do know about online video. I started one of the first ever online TV shows in 1997 and had the first YouTube 10 years before YouTube came along. Did live webcasts from 1997 on dial-up phone lines. I've really seen it all when it comes to online video. However, for most people, you think YouTube is where it all started. In 2005, they uploaded a zoo video or something, and history was made. I saw an interview with Burt Wolf Travel Show. I still ain't figured out why that is, but where he talked to one of the co-founders of YouTube. And he was saying, it's amazing, your imagination. How did you come up with such a great idea and nobody had anything like it? And I'm sitting there watching it as a veteran at home, trying to pay my bills, take care of my family. And I'm thinking, they just announced they made $1.6 or $7 billion off this idea. And he's taking all the credit for it. It was a bit frustrating. So I was happy to have this class. I got a captive audience. I can tell the history of online video really the way it is. And nobody really knows it. And so today I'm going to show a few clips so you can actually see what I'm talking about and basically hopefully open your mind to not only what I've done, I'm getting kind of old and a little bit tired, I want to see other people do it. Take these ideas, the concept of online video, live webcast, video conferencing, telemedicine, distance learning, remote viewing. I'm still hoping for a holodeck in my house. I don't know what's going to happen if porn catches on. It'll be pretty addictive. But overall, a holodeck, 3D viewing, the opportunity to be able to create a world around you, step into the beach, the mountains, and all that, that's just going to change how we live. So, talking about the past, when it came to online video, in the early 90s, I had a public access TV show. And I did some investigative reports on City Hall, which didn't go well. And it was truthful, it was honest, but I got pulled off the air, fought really hard. But that censorship drove me to look for another way. And in the mid-90s, there was really no internet. I mean, it kind of was there, but nobody really knew it. And a buddy of mine gave me an HTML book, and I was like, I have no idea what this is about. And it's a language to write web pages. And so I put it together, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm fighting to keep my show on cable access here in local Dallas. I can go put this on a server, and anybody in the world can watch this uncensored? Oh, wow. That's a big deal. So I started doing that. And eventually, I opened up a web page, basically youontv.com, that allowed me to be able to have my show available. And from that website, I mean, this is pretty much history. This is what I created in '97. I haven't really done much since, but and here I've got a couple of video clips, both the first time ever, I believe, that's documented that a human being saw an online TV show. I recorded it. I was bored. And here, a live webcast, New Year's Eve, '97, '98.
Standing by. Are we on? Yay! Happy New Year! Woo! Hello, everybody. This is Michael Goetz, and welcome to the hometown. We are here at the Harder Bar, live on the internet around the world. It is New Year's. It is a few minutes into the New Year's, 1998, and we are here with a heck of a lot of people having a good time. Say hello, everybody.
It was absolutely historic. Never in time has an individual been able to be heard around the world. If you're a band, if you're a politician, if you got a business, and you're trying to figure out how to get your message out, this is huge. And so as you sit here today and you wonder about the future and stuff, I hope you'll think about it when you're watching the cat videos on Facebook later. And you'll be like, wow, that Mike Goetz, he was telling me about this. This is really kind of a big deal. What can we do with this? You know, telemedicine, distance learning, you know. I don't know about the holodeck thing, but that would be cool. And I hope that, you know, if life really is a song, that we learn, each of us, how to play out our verse, participate, be a part of that communications revolution. That's what I'm hoping, because I'm not getting no younger, and I've done a lot already. And I hope that at least we can all go forward and learn from this experience and do some great things in this area. Thanks.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming! We're going biking! Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
So to start off with, I want to talk about the history of online video. It really started back in the mid-1990s when the internet was just coming around. Back then it was dial-up phone lines and stuff. And I had a public access TV show. And there's issues with that. You know, the city don't like you doing investigative reports on them, and the cable company and stuff. And so it was a struggle to keep my show on the air. But luckily I was able to discover the internet. And not only just discover the internet, but be able to figure out how to take a video from my VCR and put it onto a web page so that anybody around the world could click on it and check it out. And so that little beginning allowed us the opportunity to start building on that. And as the rest of the world caught on and started understanding, then, of course, a decade later, YouTube comes along. And then, of course, Facebook adds video. They both now have live webcast capability on their site. It's pretty cool. So I encourage you to take advantage of it. You might have a wedding and you want people that couldn't be there to be able to participate. They can log on, watch the thing online. My webpage, youontv.com, the original online video portal that's been around since the mid-1990s. And, you know, it's an opportunity for you to stay connected with family and friends. And the cost is minimal, right? I mean, a good internet connection and you're ready to go. Right now, I've got a friend of mine, Nick Anderson, actually. Hey, Nick, what's up, buddy?
I'm doing good. How you doing? I've been watching the online show and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm enjoying my time. There's no doubt that having this chance to be seen around the world like this and having you with me, Nick, I mean, You were a pioneer with me when we started youontv.com. In that video we just watched, you're the guy that gave me that HTML book to open my mind to a web page being a global TV station. And so no doubt I wanted to have you on here with us, man. How you doing?
Doing great, and I'm so happy that you're able to take from that book that was in my living room and be able to have a live webcast now with the help of ECU.
I know it, man. It's a great time to be alive. So I know you're kind of busy. I just wanted to have you on to say hello. Say hello to the family, man.
Okay, I will. I appreciate you having me on.
No doubt, man.
I'll talk with you later.
Making history, buddy, still. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
So that was my friend Nick. Basically, somebody's been helping out for a long time with the show. And appreciate him having a little time off today to be able to sit and chat with us.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher. Be my teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I'm waiting.
Hello, everyone. This is Michael Goetz, and welcome to the hometown. Tonight, we are here on location at the Harder Bar in the Lois Greenville area, where we are actually in front of our computer screen now in the process of basically broadcasting around the world on the internet. And with me right now is Craig Lott. How's it going, Craig?
Going good, Mike. Thank you.
So, this is your 1-year anniversary here?
We're pleased to be celebrating the completion of our first year. We're real excited about that, and I think the most exciting thing for the second year is our involvement with the hometown. Yeah, we're really fired up about that.
Yeah, that first Wednesday every month, a live global open mic, free. You know, if you want to come on down and just be on TV and broadcast on the internet, it's a chance to get your band seen or just folks in general. It is 30 March 2016. I'm here in the ECU television studio located in the library building. Most people don't even know it's here. Pretty cool little studio, but more of a 20th century television studio. And now that I'm a student here, taking a video production class, I really want to do something more. And so my final project is to do a live webcast from this studio. Now, there were some real challenges going on to make this happen, not having internet access in here. Putting my show on a DVD was just too frustrating. That stuff's too old. So now, I'm actually live on the internet here in the middle of the night, trying to figure out how to make all this happen for my final project, but also our school. I mean, this is normal technology that most high schoolers know how to do. We should be doing that here. So right now I have my 4K handy cam hooked up to this video capture device I just got. Both of that through the laptop here, a good 4K i7 laptop. And I'm using the Wi-Fi for the school, which is AC band, you know, is supposed to work pretty good. I've never really done a high-definition live webcast before, and so I wasn't really sure using Wi-Fi was going to work. I've been trying to figure out how to get a network cable in here, and still kind of working on that. But the bottom line is it's working now. And so this signal is going out over the internet. We're going to, in a couple weeks, do a show, The Hometown, How to Communicate in 21st Century, discussion here about everything from virtual reality to webcasting, telemedicine, distance learning, things like that. And we'll now be able to do it live on the internet. That is so cool. So either way, I'm going to go ahead and shut down and probably go home and try to get some sleep. The world is really different now, when the average person can just be live around the world, uncensored, without even asking for permission from a network or, you know, any company, you know, yourself. Of course, you got to be responsible for the content. You know, free speech doesn't cover everything, but This is a big deal, especially when you can put it online for archiving and stuff afterwards and let people see it anytime, anywhere. And so our class, are going to be in here. I'm hoping to teach them and kind of open the door and a lot of minds here at ECU on how we can start doing this stuff regularly. Because right in there is a television studio with a stage, green screen, and everything we'll be shooting on. And it doesn't get used much. This whole studio doesn't get used much. Heck, the security guy at the front didn't even know it was here. He'd heard about it. That's it. And so I'm going to make that happen. Hopefully have a lot of cool events and things going on here at ECU. Stay tuned.
Networks of cooperation. The non-governmental organization is the instrument through which people of goodwill and passion can change the course of the future. And you cannot refuse to do anything just because you can't do everything.
We're all citizens of this world. Let's build a better future together.
Internet social media giant Facebook released an app earlier this year that allows anybody to be able to be webcast live around the world, pretty much uncensored and at low cost. The app is called Facebook Live. Robotic surgeon Dr. Jonathan H. Taylor from the ECU School of Medicine knows that this same kind of technology can be used in many ways.
One of the things that I'm specialized in is using robotic instrumentation to do surgery.
Combining live video, like in the Facebook app, can be used not only for surgery, but for many different things, as telemedicine now can provide.
There are a lot of fields in rural areas that need doctors, and even if they can't physically touch you and put their hands on you, their evaluation, their opinion, and their education and being able to counsel you towards certain things is still invaluable.
Barbara Bullington, an instructor at the ECU School of Communication, uses online video to record her speech classes, and she says she has seen enormous changes in the technology.
As far as being able to record and then be able to share it, instantaneously.
Well, I've always prayed to reach the whole world for Jesus Christ.
Joe Stirs from StirsChristianCounseling.com loves the idea of live webcasts to get out his ministry.
It certainly is revolutionizing the approach to education and getting the message of the gospel out.
Joe says that the idea of live webcasts through apps like Facebook and YouTube are bound to catch on, but there are still some people that are not sure.
My pastor still uses cassettes. He tapes his sermons on cassette, but one of these days he's going to be on YouTube and the whole world can hear him.
Permission from who?
The group that's putting this on.
Isn't it standard for students with phones to be snapping pictures all the time and video?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, my experience tells me it's okay. Let me know if there's a problem.
Okay.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
You know, webcasting is a core principle of online video. I mean, you can post a video on your webpage or something, but to be able to do it live on the internet, it makes two-way communication. So whether you're teaching a class, whether you're having a church service, which to me blows my mind when you think about, what if all the churches were connected online? And I could sit down on any day, on any topic that I might have an issue with, anger or money, whatever, and I could just do a search. By religion, by area, region, whatever, and see live events happening or archive video of that topic, you know. So to me, it's the closest that human beings have ever come to the mind of God. It blows my mind. And so I'm hoping to continue developing that and giving opportunities for people to be able to learn as we demonstrate around here at ECU and around different places, you know, live on the internet. And so maybe your wedding or maybe your graduation or church or whatever will be online. I'll be able to check it out. We'll be talking about it.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
And so with the online video, of course, you got video conferencing, you got web pages of archive that have archives of video, pretty common nowadays with YouTube and uontv.com and that. But, you know, that lays the foundation for something more. Basically, telemedicine is when you hook up patients to medical staff through an internet video cam. And so if you're sick, instead of having to go to the doctor, a nurse can come to you with a laptop, sit in video conference with the doctor, or you might be a paramedic out on the field, like the old Emergency 51, but with a video camera, you can sit there and talk with the doctor and show what's going on at the accident or anything like that. It's amazing, you know, to communicate in that way. And so nowadays with the medical system under fire, financially unable, things always, why not? So I could take a laptop with a nurse, let her go to a retirement community and deal with 50 different patients or something, rather than every one of them trying to come to one doctor. You know, it's kind of crazy like that. And for me especially, you know, I'm a substitute school teacher, been so while, and every class is different. And occasionally you get students that may not be honest all the time, and they're going to come up and challenge you. They're going to ask you, hey, let me go home, I'm sick, you know. And if you don't know the history of that student, whether they're honest or lie, if they're sick a lot, those kind of things, then you're a teacher trying to make a decision about the wealth of a child. And most schools can't afford a regular nurse. They might have a weekly one. I don't see it too often. But if I could send them to the office and with the help of the staff there, log in and talk to a nurse or maybe even a doctor and let temperature and stuff like that, you know, be done by the assistant while the nurse makes a decision about whether this student is really sick or can go back to class or might need further evaluation at the medical facility, whatever. So these kind of things are doable, and more people need to understand that. And again, I'm trying to make that happen.
Video conferencing has become so commonplace that we've grown comfortable communicating with one another through pixels on a screen. That comfort, combined with rapid advances in health monitoring technology, is fueling a new boom in telemedicine.
Mercy is one of 43 Dignity Health hospitals in the West using the telestroke robot, and there are others in use all over the U.S.
All right, so it seems like you have a left-sided weakness.
We got a demonstration from Dr. Assad Chowdhury, he's the one on the screen, and Nurse Eleanor Vigilante.
It's faster for us to always use teleneurology because our physicians are not 24 hours a day in the building. And so we can actually get a physician to the bedside of a patient within 3 to 6 minutes.
And 3 to 6 minutes is the difference between what?
Every minute that we waste is potentially more brain function that's lost.
Do the same thing with your left hand if you can.
Stroke is the leading cause of serious long-term disability in the United States.
Just breathe regular.
Widespread use of telemedicine for stroke care is improving patient outcomes.
Okay, doctor, you can come out here.
Hoping to build on its success in hospitals, the telehealth industry is now focused on bringing more basic healthcare services directly to patients wherever they may be. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Hari Srinivasan in Northern California.
Ma.
role, we help you help. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
Now, when it comes to schools and technology like this, not just the nurses and online, but every class seems to me should be recorded. There are privacy issues, there are different things you got to think about. Of course, got to deal with that. But I mean, people got to know they're being recorded. They got to agree to that and that kind of stuff. But you can have online classes if people sign up and understand and know that, and then they get to watch the classes anytime. If they missed a class or it was pretty technical, they want to go back through it again, they can sit there and watch the classes over and over again from the web page. And so schools, like here at ECU, we have Tegrity, and it's just an online opportunity to record classes and let students watch. Now, in that case, it's, of course, down a little bit sometimes, but the problem really, though, is that it's only for ECU students in that. It's not live around the world, uncensored from an average person to around anybody, like this is here that we're testing with the live webcast capability. And so I really am happy to see these things catching on in different areas, but, it could certainly grow more, and I want to be a part of that.
As industries around the globe continue to move online, are the ivory towers of higher education stuck delivering their product, a college degree, in an old-fashioned and inefficient way? Next, we look at how online technologies could change colleges and universities.
They're handwriting on a tablet. So instead of a whiteboard, they can handwrite on a tablet.
When Anand Agarwal, a professor of computer science and engineering at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, decided in 2011 to offer his Circuits and Electronic course online for free, he was amazed by the response.
I had over 150,000 students taking it from 162 countries.
And while the vast majority of students eventually dropped out, the sheer number of students who passed the course was remarkable.
Of the 155,000 students that took the course, about 5% passed the course and earned a certificate. So that was about 7,200. That is a big number. If I were to teach on campus twice a year, both in the spring and fall semesters, I would have to teach for about 40 years before I could teach 7,200 students.
Now, just 3 years later, Agarwal's overall online venture reaches 2.5 million students from every country in the world.
We really believe that ultimately the right model for learning is a blended model, where you blend the best of online and the best of in-person. Students watch the videos and do a lot of interactive exercises online. And then they work in groups with the professor, and the professor will answer questions and help the students and really help them learn the material. And so this is a form of blending, where you're blending the online with the in-person to very good results.
Professors, institutions, and online course designers all agree that online learning is likely to play an important role in the future of higher education.
Johnny, catch! Oh no! Let's tell Mom it was Billy's mistake.
You're making the mistake.
Flint!
Anyone can have an accident, but lying makes it worse.
But Mom will be upset.
She'll be even more upset if you lie. And how would you feel if Billy got punished? Face up to what you've done. Don't take the easy way out.
We'll tell her we did it.
Remember, it's better to tell the truth.
And that's no lie. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
One of the other things now that blows my mind about this technology, high-speed internet, good computers and that, is virtual reality. When you start combining virtual reality with web pages and video clips and that kind of thing, especially on giant TVs, a few of them in your room, it's just like the holodeck on Star Trek. I mean, it's just amazing. And that can be done also through a pair of goggles. Nowadays, it's nothing but a little bit of cardboard with a couple of lenses and a little plastic or cardboard down the middle. And so you put your smartphone in it, run a virtual app, which is nothing more than just two pictures side by side. And you can watch videos, play a game, do things like that. And when you put the smartphone into your goggle, your mask that you buy, order, make one, whatever, then it does appear to be kind of 3D. And since you're kind of immersed with everything closed in, it really is exciting. Six Flags actually has a roller coaster now where you can wear the goggles, run their app of the roller coaster thing, and ride their ride. So not only are you getting the virtual reality kind of vision, you're being thrown all over and you're feeling the roller coaster as you're watching it. And of course their app ain't just a regular roller coaster. You got aliens flying around, things going through buildings and all kinds of crazy stuff that you're just like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah. Oh, I guess we're about to go. Oh, it's aliens! They're aliens! Oh my God! What? There's aliens happening! Oh my God, what? Not anymore! It's gone! No! You're in the middle of a scene. Oh, they're not aliens. Oh, we're going to the building! Oh God! That's insane! Now we're diving down. Yep. On the line. What? I can't shoot. My gut's going. Oh my God, it's gone. Now we're going upside down. We're hanging on. Oh God. Woo. Now we are landing hopefully safely. Aircraft carrier. Okay. Woohoo! Right? And that was it. The first ever virtual reality coaster in North America. That's awesome. The new revolution on Daredevil Dive. My ship is destroyed. A1.
And so that's just incredible, obviously. And more things like that coming down the pipe. More things happening with technology to help people communicate. And if you think about it, communication is what separates us from the animals. People need to communicate. And the better we do that, you know, as a society, the better off we are. Which kind of leads me to my last point. Singularity. It's kind of a theoretical idea that at some point when we continue all this wireless connecting, Wi-Fi, iPad, WEBCAST, and iPhone, we're going to be fully connected as a society. Certainly there's some people that don't want to be a part of it. Hell, we all probably want to drop off the grid sometime. So it's not like we got to all be there all the time. You know, it's not like Big Brother or, you know, the Borg on Star Trek. Hopefully not. It's up to us to make it great. But think about the potential when the total of mankind's knowledge is available to anybody anytime. I mean, when you think about the library and how that changed society when, you know, I think the Greeks started a library where you could come and look at scrolls or different information, the average person's knowledge really increased. Society changed. And now we're talking about everybody that wants to participate in classes and churches and events and opinions, First Amendment talk, you know, people online like me just giving out information, communicating, not just archived, a bunch of, you know, scrolls to look through in the 21st century, but live. So live webcasts, live video conferencing, these kind of things are just going to lead to what some believe to be a singularity. And it's important that we understand and we participate so that we can make this go right. Many people do think about the Borg. Think about how on Star Trek there was this group of semi-computer people, things that were collectively connected and had no self-identity and stuff. You know, all this technology can lead us down the wrong road. But if we get involved, if we understand the need, you know, to be human, the need to communicate, but trying to let it change us to the core to where we really don't. You know, you may never see your mother-in-law. She might just be on the webcast whenever you're doing Thanksgiving dinner. But together, if we work our way through these issues, it's a real opportunity for us to grow as humans and communicate better. Either way.
Humanity, the pinnacle of evolution? Oh, a work in progress. We're still in the prototype phase and still working out all the bugs. I want to be upgraded only when we are completely connected, and we shall surpass our primitive default programming. We will scan our own minds, master them, upgrade them, back them up. Everything shall be possible. Everything will be both real and virtual.
Tell us about you, man. Where are you from?
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, been there most of my life.
And so what are you studying here at ECU?
Film and media production. So,
senior year, right?
Yeah, senior year.
What do you plan on doing when you get out?
What I want to do is I want to do script writing. I kind of want to do a little bit of everything. I'm pretty good at some editing and getting a good idea of like on location. I kind of wanted to do National Geographic, but I don't know. It just depends. I mean, wherever life takes me, I'm ready to go.
All right, then. Well, I appreciate everybody staying tuned. It's, my show, The Hometown. It's the first live webcast show made for the internet, I think, in history. It started back in the 1990s. We've done a little bit of everything from dial-up phone line webcasts to now high-speed, HD webcast, being able, to do our show on a computer rather than on a cable access channel back in Texas. We've really evolved over the years with this online video concept, and I'm happy to continue to do so. And nowadays, as a student at ECU, I'm real thrilled to go back to school. Thanks to the VA for connecting me up with that and getting a chance to learn and polish my skills in the online video world. As president of UOnTV.com, I've seen it all happen. But I do like the chance to be in school. It's great to be out here. So I wanted to say hello to my family, both my two sons, Michael and Justin, and my daughter, Stephanie. And my mom's birthday was yesterday. She died a few years ago, but I know she's still up there watching. So I want to say hello to her as well. Either way, folks, if life really is a song, then we all have to play our verse. And I can't help but wonder, what will your verse be? I look forward to seeing it. I'm Michael Goetz. You're watching my show, The Hometown, and I do appreciate it. Take care.
Country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
La muerte es solo el comienzo.